Well, welcome back to the two ladies in Las Vegas. Yes, off the cuff. We're back at it again. And this time we're going to be talking about, you never believe it, I mean, this is really unusual, the 95th Academy Awards, which were obviously in Los Angeles. And we were at the Sterling Club. Hey, Janet, how you doing?
I'm doing fine, darling.
You're looking great.
Oh, thank you.
You look like you really enjoyed the Oscars.
Oh, I did. I actually did enjoy them.
Yeah.
I thought Jimmy Kimmel did a marvelous job.
He's always so good.
Yeah,
You know, I met him in person one time. He is the nicest, kindest guy. Hello, how are you? And he's just sweet. He's just nice.
And you know, he went to UNLV.
Yes.
Yeah, he lived in Las Vegas. Yeah. No, I enjoyed it very much.
Good.
Obviously, it wasn't quite as exciting as last year.
Well, we won't talk about that.
But,
we have the winners, we have the nominees, we have the losers, and you know, there's always a little eruption when you don't win. And there was a couple of things that were said that you know.
Well, they have to be.
But everybody comments on something anyway. So what difference does it make? You know, where some are happy that somebody else wins, but you always want to win. I mean, I've had my share of awards. Do you know something? I'm going to brag. I've got about 100 and maybe 25. 30 awards over the years since 1996.
Wow!
I have about and they're all in my office. And I had a woman say to me, she said, "Nina, why do you have all those awards all over the place?"
Because you won them.
And I said, "I earned them."
Yes, exactly.
I won them and I earned them. But back to the awards, because it was in Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Lot of movies.
Yeah, there were 10 movies up for Best Movie, but that Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yes.
It took everything, but for every category, you know, or not everything, but almost everything.
Yes.
I haven't seen it, but we should try to go to see it.
I haven't seen the movie that won. What was it? Inside something? What was it called?
What, the one that won?
The one that won.
Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Oh, Everything Everywhere All at Once. I'm going to go over it right in front of me, and I'm not even reading it.
You think I would have remembered that if it happened?
Oh, of course. And I haven't seen the movie yet. Well, I think we might be going this afternoon because we really feel like a couple of idiots, you know. But, you know, we're older, we don't understand, and, you know.
We do. I mean, if we saw it.
She's now telling me to talk for myself. Here she goes.
What I'm saying is, had we seen it,
we would know what to talk about. But, you know,
I've got to be honest. This is dreadful because I always see nearly all the movies. My daughter votes.
So your daughter's in London?
Yeah, and she's on location in London.
She's in location in London, and she's doing a movie for Netflix. Your daughter is one cool lady.
Well, she is cool, but nevertheless, I haven't seen any of the movies, which is not her fault. No. I could have easily seen
Elvis.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
I saw Elvis. And then I saw
that.
a religious movie the other day with a girlfriend of mine, and that was also very good, but it's not up for any awards. But I don't go to the movies that often, and then I don't watch them on television at all. I'm not a big movie fan, but I do love the ambiance. I love the Academy Awards and sort of what's going on, and then the...
What did you think of the champagne carpet this year?
I think a red carpet is a red carpet, and I'm not... There's sometimes somebody had a green carpet some time ago, and but I'm old-fashioned. You and I are we come from the...
Different generation.
Different generation. That's a great way of putting it.
It's true, because a red carpet is
a red carpet.
Is symbolical of rejoicing.
But it shows you up.
Yeah.
You know, it shows you.
I think
you walk on the red carpet, you feel like an Oscar.
Yeah. I think a lot of the ladies, especially the ladies, and some of the men were dressed with the gowns, and a lot of them were light colours.
So they blend into the carpet, so you look like you're wearing an ever-ending gown on the carpet. But
it was great. Seriously, and I absolutely love Jamie Lee Curtis. After seeing that woman in A Fish Called Wanda, it was the funniest movie I think I've ever seen. I've seen it about 10 times.
But she's always got that personality.
She's great, and
she's
I'm so
laughing and happy and all that stuff.
Yeah,
she's just absolutely amazing. Yeah. And, you know, here she is, look, Jamie Lee Curtis. Yeah. Everything Everywhere All at Once.
And Angela Bassett was sort of like the forerunner but nobody can, nothing's in the bag.
I've always liked her.
I love her.
I've always liked her
love
acting.
her.
I'm sorry she didn't get it, but not everybody didn't get it. I'm not saying Jamie Lee should have got it, but I think she really does honor it because of the years and years of dedication. And her filming and her acting is dedication to the business. Yeah. That's truly what she's done, and she's always laughs it off and all that stuff.
I love her. I really do. But I think, and of course, the young man, what is his name? The one for best supporting, Ki-Hu Kwan.
Ki-Hu Kwan. Now, this guy, every time you've got to look at him, you start laughing because he has that personality. He captures the screen, doesn't he?
Oh my goodness! Everybody's talking about him. Yeah. I mean, he's so excited. But he's so passionate.
Was it true he hasn't filmed for 40 years?
I think
they say he hasn't filmed. I'm going to quote unquote, so I might not say this right, because I'm older, I don't remember everything, and it's like, it's difficult sometimes, She remembers less than I do, and then she looks at me and says, Nina, don't you know?
I don't think I think we remember
equal.
But seriously, I think it's been almost 50 years.
Yeah, that he did something, and to come back.
Yeah, and he hung in there, and he actually did other jobs. He stayed on the movie sets. I don't recall what other jobs he did, but they weren't in front of the camera.
Yes.
They were behind, so he could keep within the movie industry.
That's right.
He wanted so badly to stay. And
he's such a born actor, though. He doesn't seem to. I don't think he tries. It doesn't look as if he tries, but I'm sure he practices and does a lot of stuff behind the scenes. But at the same time, he's just got all this energy, and he brings it through, and he doesn't mind, what he says and how he does it, which is a natural actor.
And his speech was fantastic,
I know, he does.
I know.
Until the music came up.
When the lead actor, the one who won for, what was his name? Those two were in a movie together, 50 years ago.
I think you're talking about the gentleman that actually won, Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Brendan Fraser,
The Whale.
Has not won an Oscar, and neither has the other one won an Oscar. So we have these two up there winning Oscars that have never done it, but they put their full 100% into their parts and what they were doing. Look at this. I mean, we've got it in front of us, so if you want to know what we're up to, we don't have a good memory, so we're kind of reading everything.
But ironically, they were in the same film.
Yes.
50, and then
supporting each other, and
they're both up for an Oscar at the same time.
Yeah.
One for supporting and one for
and they both
actor.
won and everything else. I think it's amazing.
Yeah.
And it actually encourages, and you look at people out there, they think that older actors, there's always the young actors in there. Yeah. Well, these were two sort of Brendan Fraser. I mean, I don't know how old he is, but I can remember him, kind of floating around my time somewhere back there.
Floating around.
I don't know if I want to acknowledge it. So look, we got it all on here. Look, Encino Man. This is look at this.
These were they were on. That's the movie they were on.
Yeah, that was the movie they were on. And look at this. It's just. But that is the movie industry. I lived in Los Angeles. You lived in Los Angeles. I lived in Los Angeles for many years. And the same actors. And the reason they use a lot of the same actors is because they're reliable. They're on set when they're supposed to be. I don't think a lot of actors and people take it seriously as a job.
I think they do in Hollywood because
the ones that will succeed, yes.
Yeah. But it's a tough job. People have no idea.
They don't.
They think it's red carpet and glamorous. There's nothing. My daughter right now is on the Thames River. Maybe not right now.
No.
Is on the Thames River filming overnight.
Yes.
On the Thames in England.
Freezing, cold. And also, you've got to be alert as to what's going on. It's all lights.
Exactly. So, it's not a glamorous job.
That's a question, Janet. Were you ever in the movie business? Did you touch a little couple of things?
A little couple of things.
Yeah,
I don't consider myself, to be totally honest, I don't consider myself to be a great actress.
Oh, I think she's a great actress just naturally. I mean, her everyday life.
Well, that's what my daughter...
spend an evening with her.
Pardon me, but my daughter says, "Oh, Mother, I think you're wrong."
She's definitely a very good actress. I mean, let me tell you something.
I'm not, but what you've seen Elvis. Now let me ask you this before we get on to Elvis. You pretty well like me. We've done bit
I've
parts.
done bit parts, and there was one a kind of nearly a last movie I had a little part in. It was the Rita Hayworth movie,
Yes.
and it was her last movie. It was called The Grove. The producer was Bill Griffey and Fred Singer, but I don't know what happened to the movie. I don't know.
Where was it filmed?
It was filmed in Miami.
was it?
Beach, was all around that. Yeah. And Stephen Oliver was was her kind of the leading guy in it, and Rita Hayworth, and it was a good movie, but I can't remember what happened to her.
She was so phenomenal.
She was amazing, but she suffered from dementia and all these. People don't understand that we have things in life. I mean, we both suffer from. I don't know what we suffer from. I think we suffer from. We're old, but we're young because we're not getting old, are we?
Not at all, darling.
Well, I'm not anyway. I don't know about you. I mean,
no.
I've got a couple of wrinkles and a couple of things going on, but
I have so much to do yet.
You know what they are? They're character lines.
Of course.
So
Very much so. But getting back to Austin Butler, who played Elvis, I used to do, I was a tour guide for years.
Yes.
And I used to go to Graceland with people from out of the country.
Of course.
And we did that every year for 5 years, every September, October. It was only done to 2 months a year.
Yeah.
And I didn't get to know Elvis because he was dead by then.
Yes, I was going to say.
But I was going to see him at the International Hotel in Vegas years ago. But I got to know his uncle, Vesta.
Oh, really?
And Vesta gave me a scarf from Elvis. I still have it.
Oh, my goodness.
But I would love to see Elvis. Now
You have to see Elvis.
Now you've seen it. Tell me what you think.
I think the gentleman, what was his name again?
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler was absolutely amazing. He was so dedicated, but he was so natural.
Yeah.
He was but not in in his talking, his interviews were very natural and he was very humble. But in the acting, I understood that he spent 2 to 3 years practicing for this part, or more. I'm not sure. But he spent a long time dedicated to becoming Elvis. And when you look at him in real life, you think, he doesn't really look anything like Elvis. And you think to yourself, well, maybe. And you start seeing the visual part of Elvis, but you would have thought they would have chosen somebody who impersonates Elvis, and they did not. So
I think he did it well. As I said, according to reports, they said nobody could have played it better.
No, absolutely not.
No.
You will absolutely love it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely
Yeah.
anybody out there go and see it because just for entertainment, because that's what it is. It's entertainment. It's not and it is his story of what happened to him and everything.
The only thing I feel a bit badly about, I would have loved Tom Cruise to have won something.
What happened to him?
Well,
Where did
because
he go?
he is such a perfectionist.
Giving everybody else a chance?
Yeah, he is such a brilliant actor and all his own stunts.
Yeah.
And his films, and I haven't seen all of them. They're not necessarily my cup of tea, but what I hear through, people, there are comments made, in social media. But he's a perfectionist, and when you're a perfectionist, you better be good when you're working with him.
There's another one, dedicated.
Yes, dedicated, passionate about his.
Oh, so much so.
About his craft, and I would like him to have won something.
And also Aviator, that didn't win either. Avatar, I mean.
Avatar.
Sorry, Avatar didn't win The Way of the Water. That was an incredible movie. But there's a lot of incredible movies. Now, I don't remember seeing, normally they give an honoree to somebody. Who did
That's true, they did. They do normally, you're right.
Normally there's one particular person in the business, whether you're producer, director, or anybody. I'm looking at all these things here. I don't see anybody. I didn't see.
What did you think of Michelle Yeoh?
Michelle.
I loved her speech.
I thought her speech was good.
Tremendous.
I thought it was incredible. I believe she's Asian.
Yeah.
And I think it's about time they start recognizing these Asian actors and actresses because
they have now.
They are, two of them actually, which is quite ironic. But I think, because I live in a world, to me, everybody is the same. Okay, so we're from a different country, we've got a different language, we've got a different color skin, but what difference does it make? I mean, you turn us all inside out, we're all the same.
Yes.
You've got the females and the males and all the mixed up ones as well. But I just think that, and I think it's about time because they're also dedicated.
So very hardworking
Very
people.
hardworking, but in every single thing they do. everything they do. They're
Exactly,
very,
and I'm very happy that they have been, given this honour and the awards and so on, because they've had a rough few years.
Now, what did you think? You're a member of the Sterling Club in
Yes.
Las Vegas here, and there wasn't too many people there, which I quite like because there was less noise.
Yes.
We could concentrate on the red carpet. It was fabulous, the gowns and everything. Oh,
Yeah.
weren't they amazing?
They're beautiful.
I mean, just amazing. And some of them are sort of a little bit bizarre, but then that's what it's all about. So what do you think about it? They didn't make a big thing about it at the
No, they
Sterling
didn't. There
Club.
wasn't that many people, but like you said, you preferred it because
Just loved it.
people. It's a beautiful place. The Sterling Club, no doubt, is a beautiful place. I do believe maybe they could make more of it.
Yes.
And, that's just the way I feel.
But we went there. We had drinks, and they had champagne, and they had
and
red
the bartender
champagne,
was
and then the
we had gold champagne. I had
gold champagne, gold. I mean, really gold.
and you had red.
I had the red, so we were swinging there.
Yeah.
And everything was. But I thought the whole presentation of the awards, also the Sterling Club, was lovely. I think it was a very well spent afternoon and evening because we didn't leave till late, and so many movies. So much talent out there as well.
And we had a huge screen.
Yes,
and
it
it's a
was-
beautiful room. The Spirits Lounge
Yes,
is a
Spirit Lounge,
beautiful
lovely,
lounge,
yeah.
a beautiful, lounge. But I mean, it was great. I'm glad we went. And
We didn't bicker, we didn't fight, and we were both very quiet, and we very respected each other.
oh my goodness, that's a first, isn't
Yeah,
it?
that is a first.
We
because
usually get in a
usually
punch
bicker.
up somewhere.
Yeah, we get punched up, or we want this. In fact, we're even being good on these awards tonight,
I know.
or today, or whatever it is.
What day is it? Oh, it's
Who
Tuesday.
cares what day it is? Yeah, Tuesday is Belgium, isn't it?
When I was a tour guide, I'd say, oh yeah, Tuesday must be Belgium, or Tuesday must be Amsterdam, or
Yeah,
something.
whatever it
But,
was. But anyway, so.
Oh, and the Steven Spielberg.
Oh.
I'd like to see that film too. That's
Which
a
one?
story. Stephen the Fableman. That's about his
that's about his life,
life.
isn't it?
Yeah, I'd like to see that.
I'd love to
Do
see
you know,
that too.
We've got to get up to date.
Yeah, we're not up to date at all, but
Well,
who wants
we've
to
got-
be?
well,
We're
we've
up to
both
date
been-
in other things.
I've been
Are we?
running around from here to there, so I haven't really.
Yeah, you
had a lot
have.
of
well,
time.
you live in Palm Springs, right?
Palm-
I'm
Palm-
sorry,
Palm Desert.
Palm Desert.
Well,
and then
between
you go
LA,
to Los Angeles.
yeah, with my daughter's house. Well, she's
For the cat, she had.
for cats in the house.
I
and
don't know if I should talk about this story, but she has a cat. It has to have 2 injections a day, every day.
for
So
diabetes.
it has diabetes, and your daughter's in London, so you have to go up all the time to Los Angeles.
Yes, but I don't give the shots, just so you know.
No,
I
she
can't.
won't give the shots.
I can't.
She can't give the shot. So guess what? They have to pay 2 women.
Don't mention how much.
I'm not going to mention
Yeah,
that, but
but-
she's trying to be quiet on
Well, I
television.
don't-
I'm
I
not going to
don't-
mention that it costs $100 a shot. But sorry about that.
Not quite. Yeah,
No,
it would be better, but you know.
But
my
his life
darling,
is life, and you love your daughter.
I love my daughter. I
You
love
love your
my
cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's all that. So on that, I think we're going to bid farewell. Anything you'd
Yes.
like to tell our lovely, wonderful audience? So thanks for tuning in.
Yes, I would. I would like to say thank you so much for tuning in. If you haven't seen any of the movies, go and do a marathon movie viewing watch, because I think that's what Ninon and I
See?
have to do, so that we'll be more
We're going to spend
informed.
like 3 or 4 days in the cinema, and let's hope they have all the different films.
Oh, they'll
and all
have
we
them.
have to do is we can jump from cinema to cinema.
Oh, and we won't have to pay extra then. We'll come out into the
Look at
lobby.
her idea of
Yeah.
not paying. Oh,
No.
she's going to embarrass me by not paying.
No,
Oh,
you know what, darling?
You
Because
tell me.
my daughter's in, seriously, because she's in the movie industry, I know you got to pay. Because that's how
Of course
people.
you've got to pay. You
that's
don't
how
pay, you don't
fun-
get. You've got to
the
pay.
people,
You've got to
get
pay.
the
You've got to
tickets.
pay, especially in the movie business.
Yeah.
You're not.
No,
AMC,
I'm just-
they've got
I
to
was-
make the money. Their stock.
I know.
No, let's not talk about their stock.
No. Anyway, darling, but yes, I
Bid farewell.
Bid farewell.
We love
Fantastic.
you all.
And we'll see you.
We'll see you again. Don't know where. Don't know when.
But
We never were singers, and we never will be singers. We'll be right back with another show later on in life.
Ciao.
Ciao, ciao.